All right, good evening and welcome to Rivercrest Football on Rivercrest Athletics. We are live, finally, from Cortez Kennedy Field here at Rivercrest Colts Stadium, the Tez. The Colts have been on the road 3 straight weeks, going 3-0 in that span. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each time that we go live. The Colts are 5-0 and 2-0 in conference after winning a huge game at Newport last week, 48-44. In that game, quarterback Cavonta Washington went 15 for 21 for 254 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he rushed the ball 14 times for 140 yards and 2 more scores. On the year, Washington is completing 71.4% of his passes for 935 yards and 11 touchdowns, and he's rushed for 563 yards and 7 touchdowns. Wide receiver Buda Harris snagged 4 passes for 113 yards and a touchdown against Newport, and he leads the 3A classification with 391 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. Athlete Jayden Young has over 200 yards rushing and 200 yards receiving, and he's second in 3A in total touchdowns scored. He leads the nation in punt return average. He's averaging 50.6 yards per return. That's leading the nation, not just Arkansas, the nation in punt return average. Wide receiver Jakavion Williams has nearly 200 yards receiving and leads 3A in kickoff return average, averaging over 40 yards per return. Keiran Sanders has 30 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. Andrew Lomack, 28 tackles, 8 tackles for loss. Jayden Young with 26 tackles and 4 interceptions, and Joe Lewis Ralph with 22 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, have led that Colt defense through 5 games. Hoxie returned to winning ways, edging out Manila last week for a 32-21 3A3 conference victory. The Mustangs are 2-3 overall and 1-1 in conference. Hoxie will be looking to run the football, and that rushing attack is led by quarterback Dylan Guthrie, who has 512 yards and 5 TDs. And do-it-all athlete Preston Wilkerson has 588 yards and 5 TDs. In their win over Manila, Wilkerson ran 33 times for 232 yards, had 2 touchdowns, and Guthrie ran for 23 times for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Colts lead the all-time series 10-2. These schools will meet for the first time since 2017. The Colts will be looking to stay unbeaten. The Mustangs will look to make a statement. Settle in as we get ready to bring you all the Rivercrest Hoxie action live here from the Tez. It's time for Colt football right here on Rivercrest Athletics.
Let's go. In the immortal words of Dorothy in her red shoes, there's no place like home. And, man, I am glad to be home. We have been on the road, and we've been in some hot places, and we got air tonight. It's pretty nice, a little breeze, and really nice. Kind of a decent crowd, a sparse crowd so far.
Yeah.
Not many across the way either. And but we're going to play the Hoxie Mustangs. Another time we play the Mustangs this year, and we'll see what happens tonight. Man, I tell you, I just hope we are okay after last week. That was a grueling game with Newport Greyhounds. I know we're a little banged up here and there, Coach said, and Cavonta's not feeling 100% tonight. He's been a little bit down, not feeling well. So some things to work through, but I'm sure the Rivercrest Colts will find a way. You guys ready to go? You ready to go, Dan?
I'm ready, man.
I am ready, man.
It is good to be home, man. It feels like it's been a long time since we've been at this field.
Yeah, and last time we was here was monsoon.
That's true.
So it's good to have some nice weather, and folks are coming in and gathering around. We've had a busy week on social media and a busy week on the radio. Our very own Danny Graham was a guest on the Ticket Monday morning talking about the Newport and Rivercrest game, and him and Randy Myers, and on the front row with Bud Rowe. Man, Dan was representing well, and we enjoyed that. And then we got a new podcast we're following. They've been talking about us, Coach Fimple and the Coaches in the Mouth, right?
Yeah, Jeff Williams.
Yeah, Jeff Williams and them. And one of them come this week and presented Cavonta with the Player of the Week. And those guys cover high school football all over the state. And so we're hoping that that Coach Phil may be able to be with us next Friday night. We're working on that. He's trying to negotiate for a barbecue sandwich, I think. And so we'll see how that goes. But appreciate the shout-out those guys have given us. And we just had a great time bringing you the Newport game last week.
Here come the Colts. They're taking the field as they run through and heading down that sideline, and there's Hoxie taking the field as well. They're in their green pants, white jerseys, and the dark green helmets. Your Colts are wearing their home gray jerseys, red pants with the Rivercrest logo, Rivercrest wording on the side there, and the red helmets with the horseshoe.
I like that uniform set. It looks
too.
really nice on the field. And we're ready to play. They're kind of business as usual. Not a lot of hooping and hollering when they come in the game tonight, but they kind of like that in Newport last week. They just come in on a business trip and did some work, and we'll see what happens here tonight. We got to be on our toes. From here on out, we're in the guts of conference schedule.
Yeah.
And you cannot not let up on anybody. You can't take anybody for granted, and you can't look at records. You just got to play the game.
Well, I know Coach Tom Sears over there. They've won over 11 games 4 out of the last 6 years. So this is a program that's used to winning, and so they're not coming in here just to take a Friday night off. They're coming in here to play. What we can't do is have that big game hangover,
right?
Yeah.
And let a team beat you that so far in the season we've been better than.
Yeah.
That's no knock on Hoxie. We've just been good this year,
right?
Up to this point. So
yeah, Hoxie, I believe, won the coin toss. They elected to receive.
Yep.
So the Colts will kick off. You have number 12 there, Hunter Ellis, who's doing an outstanding job as the Colts kicker this year. One area that we were looking early for somebody to fill that role, and man, he's done an excellent job, I think.
Yeah, he's done great.
Last week at the end of that game, the final seconds, 12 seconds left, and he kicks the onside kick, and we recover it. Perfect kick. This time he kicks it deep.
Go.
It's going to hit, or they're going to be called at about the 14-yard line. Joe Lewis-Ralph meets that kick returner at about the 30. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 36-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 with their first possession of this game.
Guys to look for tonight for Hoxie, number 5, Preston Wilkerson.
Yeah.
He's running back, defensive back, kicks. That dude, you'll see his number 5 everywhere.
Yep.
And then their quarterback, Dylan Guthrie, correct?
That's
number
right.
15.
Number 15.
And they don't throw it a whole lot, or they didn't last week against Manila. They like to run the ball. So we'll see what happens here as the Colts go on defense on the first series tonight.
2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. They're going to hand it off to that back there, and he's a big back, number 5. And he twists off of a tackle and picks up about 5 more yards, and he's going to be close to that first down at the 45-yard line.
Jayden Young with the tackle there. I brought him down, but not before a big gain. They're going to be second and short after a nice gain there.
That's number 5, Preston Wilkerson, who we've been talking about, 6 foot, 180 pounds.
You will see number 5 all over the field, Dan says, as he did the pregame watching and kind of scouting that team. So watch him.
3 receivers on that far side. Quarterback's going to keep it this time, and he sidesteps, but he's going to be met. He's going to have the first down. They're going to mark him at about the 46-yard line. That'll be enough, I believe, for
Monterius Smith.
First down.
Forward progress stopped at the first down, and they'll move the chains. Clock a stop as they do that, and now it's back running again. So
10:55 here in the first quarter.
Just underway.
First series of the game.
And Preston Wilkerson, he averages right at 25 carries or over 25 carries a game. So he's a workhorse.
Wow.
He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of carries.
Guthrie waiting to we got a man trying to rush off the field over there for Hoxie. He finally gets off before Guthrie. He's going to actually, the snap goes to number 5, Preston Wilkerson, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard on the play as the coach sniffed that one out.
Nolan Williams and Noah Adams there to make the stop.
Tackle. Lots of harvest going on. We can see the dust in the air. Man, it's been so dusty around the Delta. Guys are still picking cotton and cutting beans and all those things. So you farmers, be careful out there tonight. I've seen a lot of you working late night as we got back from Hoxie last night. Junior high went over there and did good job last night, won 36-0. But you guys be careful out there, man. It's still busy time for our farmers.
Jason Sissel, D'Emmanuel Harris, D-man in there on that defensive line, front line there.
And that was a replay. Noah Adams and Nolan Williams.
That was number 5, Preston Wilkerson on the carry. He's going to pick up about 2. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7 here with 9:30 left to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless here at the Tez.
Big game right up the road tonight. Osceola's playing Newport, and last week we had Newport. Osceola played Walnut Ridge, and we get Walnut Ridge next week. So, man, it is a serious time in the conference, 3A conference.
Antonio Meadows, number 78, checks in for the Colts. Pass play is going to be thrown over the receiver's head there. That's number 5, Preston Wilkerson, who was open and had a whole lot of open ground in front of him.
Nolan was trying to get out there, number 50, Nolan Williams, and he just didn't get out there quick enough. But a little break for the Colts there, because that ball is, if it's on the dime, they got a first down and more.
So with 9:07 left to go in the first quarter, it's 4th down and 7 for the Mustangs. Looks like they're going to maybe go for it here, or it might be
maybe a short
kick.
Snap.
Yeah, short. There's the snap.
We'll kick
it.
Almost
blocked.
Man, almost blocked.
There's
all the way back at the 15.
Mr. Jayden Young with punt return. He's at the 15. He's got it. The sideline on the far side. He's looking to he's going to.
Well, that's going to kill his average right there.
He's going to slip out just inside the 40, and he kind of see what he had going, and then he just kind of – he said, I got hit too much last week. I'm just going to slip out here and take it a little easier.
So with 8:52 left to go in the first quarter, the Colts will take over 1st and 10 with their first series of this game at their own 38-yard line. Again, the Colts are 5-0 coming into this one. Hoxie's 2-3.
Still a late arriving crowd coming in. Still see some lights out there in the parking lot coming in. So
it looks like Cavonta is out there.
He is.
At quarterback. He wasn't feeling well today the last couple of days, but looks like he's going to try to tough this one out. There's a snap. He pitches it out. Oh, we got a pass from the he got tripped.
The defender.
He got tripped.
Tripped him up.
Oh, man.
It was incidental, but it definitely stopped a touchdown.
They kind of got tangled up there, didn't they?
The defender got twisted around right there, and as he was trying to come back the other way, he accidentally tripped Buda Harris, who would have been scoring on that play had he not.
That was kind of weird there. That was kind of weird. So
a little trick play right off the bat for the Colts, and unsuccessful as we go to 2nd down and 10 from the 38-yard line.
We connected on that one last week, and it got brought back, didn't it?
It did.
Yep.
Buda Harris is lined up real tight in this formation. There's going to be a little pass to Jayden Young, who's tripped up for no gain. Looks like they're going to be a loss.
Yeah.
1 on the play.
Tackle for loss, and Hoxie's on their toes already, man. They're coming here to cause a little trouble, and they can do it. They can do it. If we come out halfway, that's the best way I know to. You can't take a win from last week and put it into this one. You got to go earn this one.
That's right.
Crowd's trying to encourage them on and get them fired up.
Cavonta back to pass. It's complete to Buda. He was trying to
lateral it.
Yeah, he was trying to lateral it to can't see who that is over here.
I think it was to Jakavion.
Jakavion,
Williams, yeah.
But the defender was right there on top of him as he caught the ball. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Yep. And, again, no gain on that play. So 4th and 11 for the Colts here in their first series of the game. And Nolan Williams is going to come out on the field and stand at about the 22-yard line as he gets set to punt.
Colts off to a sluggish start.
Yeah.
Hoxie come in blitzing and running and knocking guys down, and so we're going to have to wake up in a hurry here.
It's one of the stranger series I've seen in a while.
It's look disjointed.
It's hard to have the same focus and the same prep after you just had that big win. But that's something that good teams do.
Nice bounce. Let it go right there.
Yeah.
You had just a few more yards in that thing if you just let it go, and he stops it at about the 24-yard line.
Was that Hunter Ellis?
That was Hunter,
yeah. Picked it up.
And so 24-yard line, it'd be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Not a bad punt. And they'll kind of flip the field again and see how the defense can do here. They let them have a couple first downs last time. We need to go ahead and snuff that out.
Yeah. Well, that series right there, you saw some plays that probably you don't see a lot from us in that, and that may call it's. I'm sure that's by design to kind of open things up here in just a minute.
Yeah.
For that Colt offense.
Coach Harden's always got a couple wrinkles when it
There's
comes
a handoff. It looks like number 12, maybe. If so, that's Aiden Rodney, but
number 16.
Is it 16?
Yep.
Okay, 16. That's Robert Martinez for the Mustangs. Picks up about 3 yards, so to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Look, fourth tackle by Noah Adams already.
He's come to play, hadn't he? Nice job, Noah Adams. Number 17.
Noah's here on the right side of this front line for the Colts. Second down and 7. Quarterback drops back to pass. He's got pressure. If he completes it to 16, that's Martinez. And he's going to be brought down by Siquori Bonner, I think, over there.
Well, Joe Louis Ralph just about got there.
Dylan Guthrie, the quarterback, he hung in there, man. I tell you, he could have kind of bailed on that and not completed the pass, but he kind of sidearmed it a little bit, had it right on the money, and pretty good gain there for him, so it's going to be 3rd and short.
Kind of went a little Mahomes on that one, a little sidearm action.
A little sidearm action.
So 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs here with 5:54 and counting in this first period.
See some pink out there tonight on our guys and on our cheerleaders and in the stands. It
was pink out today at school.
Breast Awareness Month, October.
High snap.
Missed a tackle in the back.
Sure did. And that's going to be
Bonner.
And they're fired up over there. They got a 1st down all the way out to the 45, and they are moving the ball.
Yep.
Number 5, Preston Wilkerson on that carry.
Time for the Colts to wake up a little bit.
You know, I don't see there's. Well, I do see him now. Big man's over there.
Yep.
Sissel's in the middle. Then D-man's right here on this side with Noah Adams.
Probably have a little bit more change in and out this week. Like I said, some of them are banged up from last week, so we'll see how that goes.
That's
Guthrie
on the carry
right there,
and he's going to pick up maybe a couple of yards on that. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
D-man and Nolan Williams.
So Sissel comes off the field. D-man moves to that middle spot, and looks like is that Diesel Freeman over here on this side, number 51.
Doug Hennard let us know Newport Osceola 0-0. Osceola just missed a field goal try.
Okay.
3 receivers here to the near side. Quarterback Guthrie waits the snap there. It's a direct snap to number 5.
Nolan
That's
Williams.
going to be Preston Wilkerson.
Hello.
Nolan Williams there meets him in the middle of that field. For a short gain, it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 for the Mustangs. 4:16 and counting here in the first. No score.
Nice play there by Nolan Williams. Stop him in the run, and going to bring up a 3rd and about 7, isn't it?
Yeah, from about the same place they were last time.
Yeah. About 4 minutes or so, a little less than 4 minutes once this play gets underway here. We're in the first quarter, and we don't have no score yet. Colts looked a little bit sluggish in their first offensive possession.
4 receivers here on the near side. The quarterback takes the snap, keeps it, and he is going to be
Monteria Smith and Joe Louis Ralph.
He kind of ducked there at the end because there was somebody coming in hot from the.
I think that was number 7.
That Colt backfield.
Joe Louis was almost a decapitation.
So that'll bring up 4th down and about 3 for this Hoxie Mustang offense. One thing's right now, Hoxie's been on the field a lot.
Yes.
You know, we've had one possession here in the first quarter, and so Hoxie's been hanging on to that football and eating up the clock.
Well, that's how you take care of a good offense. You don't let them on the field more than you have to.
That's right.
So they're doing a good job moving the ball. There's a big 4th down play right here.
There's going to be, looks like some heat coming in from that Colt defense, and it's going to cause a timeout.
I think they tried to draw us off sides.
By the Mustangs. With 3:02 left to go in the first quarter, we're scoreless here at the Tez.
This is good prep too for the Walnut Ridge game. Walnut Ridge wants to line up and just bully you at the line of scrimmage. Now, not the same sets, not the same thing, but the same mindset in what they want to do as far as their game plan. So it's probably good for the Colts to buckle that chin strap and stick your face in there and make the play.
Kind of go up against a run-oriented team.
Yeah, you can't play finesse defense and guys that just want to run at you.
Right. You got to get in there and put your nose in there. And man, we are thankful you are listening in tonight wherever you're at. We got folks all over the state listening and usually around the globe.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Last week was one of our our biggest programs ever.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun bringing that to you. I've had comments all week about how much people enjoyed that game. One of the best regular season games you'll ever see, and maybe one of the best football games you'll ever see.
All right, here we go. 4th and 3 for the Hoxie Mustangs. Let's see what Tom Sears, their coach, calls up here. And it's going to be a little double handoff
and
a pass over there. Ooh.
And it's going to be a first
down. It's going to be complete.
Yeah.
To number 16, I believe.
That was 16, threw it to Guthrie.
Oh, that's Guthrie, 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So first down for the Mustangs as they get it down to the Colt 40-yard line.
Good job by Jayden Young, and but Guthrie held on.
Coach Sears, excellent coach. I remember when his son played for him, man, they were really good. They threw the ball all over the place. Coach Sears, I think, played for ASU, didn't he?
Tom Sears, and Colt was his son, the one
Yeah.
that threw it
Colt
all
was his
over the
son,
place.
yeah.
He played.
Cole's one of his assistants.
Yeah.
over
Oh,
there
is that
now.
right? Yeah. But Tom, his dad, the coach, head coach, he played at ASU, I believe.
He sure did. He was quarterback there. Also wore number 15, I believe.
Boy, not good.
Man, he is still on his feet. He's going to have another first down up there around the 27-yard line, man. Hoxie's on the move.
So they've come in and they've just controlled the football here in this first quarter. I would say that they've won the first quarter so far, and we're about 2 minutes left in this one.
Yeah,
we still have no score, but they have eaten up the clock.
They've not tried any trick plays or anything. They're just doing what they do, and they're doing it well right now.
Well, right now we got a lot of guys looking to make the play instead of taking out lead blockers and stuff like that. And man, you can't always be the one to make the play, and when the guys are running at you like that, throwing extra blockers.
Extra tight formation here, and that quarterback, or that's Preston Wilkerson who keeps
Jayden
it.
Young.
He's going to be met there by 2 or 3 Colts for a short gain.
Jayden come up there and put a stop to that real quick and stopped him right there. So they're still getting a couple every play at least, and sometimes more than that. But that little pass out of the backfield, they about had it over here a while ago, and they threw it away from him. But that little handoff and pass worked real well there a while ago for a first down.
So 2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs. 1:17 and counting here in this first quarter.
Man, oh, man. Kind of quiet over here on the Rivercrest Colts side. They might be a little tired from last week too, but, man, we better all get up and get going here because we got a game to win.
It's going to be there's a flag coming in right there, usually where there's a hold. Yeah.
He's still going through there, and that's probably about the first flag I remember of the game there.
Yeah. It is. Sissel's fixing to come back in for that Colt defense.
We sit up here a lot of times and wonder how, talk about how long the first quarter was. This quarter wasn't long at all. We only got 57 seconds left. So, so far, Hoxie is winning the battle on the field. I think we've had the ball for about a minute and a half.
I'll start to say he didn't get touched till he was 5-6 yards downfield, but there may have been a reason for that. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get up as fans when you're watching. It's really not 3 yards in a cloud of dust. I guess it's a spray. It's on the Colt. Is that a face mask?
No, blocking below the waist.
Yeah.
Chop block.
Wow.
And so they're gonna march it up there about 15 yards, and and they're on the they're inside the right on the 10-yard line.
10.
Yeah,
first and goal.
Okay, so not exactly what we were expecting there, but they have the view that we don't. So
that's right.
I guess that's what happened. So the clock's running, 50 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Play clock's at 17, so they'll have to do something here. First and go from the 10-yard line. It's direct snap to Wilkerson, and he
still on his feet.
Shifts a little bit to the left and is going to fall forward inside the 5 to the 4-yard line, and that might be the last play of the first quarter. There's 24 seconds left, and I don't think they'll get in a hurry to try to run anything here.
It's going to be a tie, a draw here in the first quarter, 0-0, and I think you got to give all the yardage on it. Man, I tell you, the stats have got to be heavy on the Hoxie Mustang side.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have a little powwow over here with the coaching staff, and I guarantee you there's going to be some loud words about waking up real quick.
For sure.
We can't nap much longer or they're going to be in the end zone.
The Colts ran 3 plays for -1 yards, and and then the Hoxie had a 5-play drive before they had to punt the first time, and so far this is they'll be when they come back out, it'll be their 13th play of this drive. That started all the way back on the 24-yard line. So they've just controlled the game so far.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
The Freddie Wares are watching. I saw that on YouTube.
I like it.
They're down at Arkansas Tech getting ready for homecoming tomorrow.
All right.
Appreciate them checking out the broadcast.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee you we won't break that record of 981 on at the same time tonight.
Everybody's all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to give you a heads up about tomorrow. Rivercrest bands are going to do the very first thing they've ever done as far as a contest here, right here at our own place here at Tez. And they've invited in 8 bands from the area to come and do a marching contest. Our guys Rivercrest Marching Band went over to Jonesboro last week, participated in their classic, and they come away with first place percussion, first place drum major, first place color guard, outstanding soloist Jude Tucker, and first place band. They won their division overall of all the bands of all the schools. They were 3rd out of 16 bands, so they have started off their season in rare form. But tomorrow, if you'd like to see some bands and come support our band raising money, come on out.
That's going to be Wilkerson on the carry, and he's going to be wrapped
up
and brought down for a loss of about 2 on the play, looks like.
Jakavion and Keiran Morris.
Yeah, that band contest you were talking about, that Marion band had like 140-something members, man.
Yeah, they won the whole thing, and they throw us all in there with them on the overall. Marion was grand champion, and but we were right there at 3rd place, and like I said, won our division. And I tell you, these guys do a wonderful job. Hunter Durham and Sebastian Isom. We have some wonderful leaders. Matt Wynn's in there, and they just do a wonderful job. Ashley Books, yes. Ashley Books does a wonderful job with our flag corps. And so, wow. Come check it out tomorrow.
11-12 left to go here in the first half, and looks like we're going to have another timeout by the Mustangs.
Yep.
So no score here early on.
They're down to 1 timeout, I believe, and they got the ball down there close. They don't want to mess this up. They'd like to go ahead and get a score right here. They're outside the 5 now, so they lost a couple on that last play. And Coach Sears is drawing up something where they can put it in the end zone. And Murphy and the defense coaches are drawing up something where we can keep them out.
That's right.
Maybe make them try a field goal or something of that nature. I got a feeling they're in 2-down territory, though, and probably going to go for it. And if they don't get it, then we'll have to start way back in our own area.
Yep. Appreciate Dion Robinson watching us. He said, watch him from Majestic Steel as usual. I like it.
That dude don't ever get a night off. He's always working. Some are down in Panama City I seen there earlier. And some watching from Little Rock.
That's Miss Eva Griffin.
Oh, Tracy Vincent, that's my brother. He's watching from his couch over in Valley View. And so he's over there checking it out. He got to go drive the truck tonight. Let's see what we can do here. Come on, Coach. Let's do something big right here.
3rd and goal.
Knock that ball loose.
There's a high snap. The number 5, Wilkerson, is on the carry, and he's going to be stopped short at about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, it's about the 2-yard line where they're going to spot it.
Keiran Morris and Buddha Harris on the tackle.
Yeah.
I think that's his first tackle this year.
Was that a first? Oh, okay. No, he had it on first down there for a minute. And I said, I didn't think they could get a first down.
Yeah, I think they're all the way to the 2, though.
Yeah. 4th and goal from the 2. Let's see if we can keep these guys out of the end zone and get a turnover on downs right here.
It's kind of like a 2-point conversion spot right here is where you normally take those places. But it would be great to do a little goal line defense right here, goal line stop. Come on, defense. Come on, Coach, get up.
You have to think that 5 may take it, and he does, and he's going to be stopped short.
He didn't make it.
He's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. Turnover on downs for the Colts.
That gets this Colt crowd fired up, and a little bit of applause.
Man, Monteria Smith came in and just cleaned it up.
Nice job there by Monterius.
Come on, crowd. Put them cappuccinos down. Let's get to cheering and getting mad and screaming at the referees and all that stuff like last week. And we're over here like we're at a coffee party or something. It's time to get going. Wow. Time to get going. We need some energy in this crowd.
That was a 75-yard drive all the way down to probably 4 inches away from the goal line.
It's I would say about 2 inches actually from here is what it looks like.
And we got goose eggs on the board still, so that's the main thing right there.
That's right.
All right, here we go.
Come on, guys. Let's find a spark right here.
Cavonta drops back, Pass over here to the left side. He's got
a little room.
Get up.
There we go. Gone. That's going to be a
99.
Touchdown. Get down
Get away
there.
from everybody.
That's right.
99.
Jayden Young, untouched.
The magic man.
99-yard touchdown pass.
Well, I don't even have to look. That's a record.
And you can see, I think the last 2 or 3 weeks, the Colts have been a part of the Yarnell sweetest play of the game or of the week. And you almost have to think they're going to be back on there with that one.
That'll be worth a banana split right there, man. That's 99 and 2/3 yards, whatever that is. That was as far down as you could get it. And Jayden Young comes out and gets his crowd up. And everybody is up and clapping. The cheerleaders are doing their thing, and we're singing the fight song, and band's playing. That's what we needed right there.
You would have to think that we might have the speed advantage in this one, and there it was pretty evident as nobody even touched him as he just basically
he jogged the last 40 yards.
That dude was clear when it comes down to when he was at the 10.
Hunter Ellis with the point after.
Get up
and
there.
It is good. So with 10:06 left to go in the first half, the Colts strike first. After a turnover on downs, they held a goal line stance down there on the 1 yard line. And the very next play, Cavonta Washington connects with Jayden Young, and he takes it in from 99 yards out.
Yeah, just think.
Just 7-0.
Cavonta gets a 99-yard pass play too.
Which puts him over 1,000 yards on the season because he had 935 coming in. So,
and Jayden is the leading kickoff guy,
punt returners
in the nation, not just Mississippi County, not just our conference or the state, in the nation. So, man, that dude, I don't know. I think I got to start calling him the Magic Man because everything he does is just unreal.
Boy, that's true.
Oh, that was great. I loved it. We needed that so bad, man. We were just kind of trying to get our old juices flowing. That ought to do it right there. The goal line stand was great.
Yep.
And then 99 and 2/3 yards. I'll keep that 2/3 in there all night. I love that. That was great.
And Monterius Smith with the big hit on that goal line stand.
Yeah.
So credit to that young man. Here we go, Hunter Ellis.
Newport is up on Osceola right now, 7-0.
7-0 Newport.
Hunter Ellis, nice
first
kick.
blood.
It's going to go over the head. It's going to bounce.
And it stops.
And he's going to take it at about the 2 yard line. And he's still on his feet, though, and takes it down.
Did he not run into the end zone?
He ran all the way back to the 2.
He got real close, but looks like they're going to spot it at the 14-yard line.
I thought he kind of circled around through the end zone, and I don't think you can come out of the end zone in high school, can you?
He didn't quite get there.
Okay.
So a nice kick by Hunter Ellis as the ball goes over the returner's head and bounces to about the 2 or 3 yard line. And
Hunter's getting better every week.
He is.
He's
been working on that.
I'm really proud of him, and he's just kind of come out of nowhere and just took over that role, and he's done a great job. He's
one of those kids that loves to do well and excel in everything he does, and you can tell him, you give him an assignment, he's going to work at it. That's going to be Wilkerson, I believe. Direct snap to him.
It's going to be Nolan Williams on the tackle.
We got to get back down in the trenches and stop them again now. We don't need to give them 75 yards before we stop them this time.
A gain of about 3 on that play. And they bring up 2nd down and 7 with 9:37 left to go in the first half.
Hoxie's doing their thing, blocking up front. They've won the battle of the line so far, and Colts are going to have to insert their wheel here.
Well, I don't know who all blocked on that 99-yarder, but I know Keiran Morris had a good block down there to help spring him.
Yeah, I was just hoping no flags come out, and like you said, everybody get away.
I saw Keiran throw those hands straight up in the air.
I had this window here, so I saw the catch, and I saw him at the 40 right here.
There's another big stop. Yeah, that's kind of got everybody fired up a little bit, and that's going to bring up 3rd down here.
Yeah,
Jakavion and 54 for us. Who is that again? I can't.
54 for the Colts is Demarius Faison.
Yeah.
I knew it was a Faison, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, he's kind of shifting in and out. They're kind of trying to sub a little bit more tonight. And again, that was a draining game last week, even if you've had a week off. Of course, when you're 17, 16, 18, a little different.
That's true.
When you're 60, you can't even walk across the living room without having to take a break.
This time the quarterback's going to pass
there.
it.
Good job by Buddha Harris.
Yes.
Dropped there by numbers. Is that 15 or 16, Danny? I can't see the number.
16. Buddha got a hand in there.
Yep.
This is the first time we've seen Buddha on defense this year.
That's that Robert Martinez again. That ball was in his hands and out, and Buddha's right there knocking it out. So great coverage.
So 4th and 7 here, or they say 4th and 6 on the board right there. So let's see if this Colt defense can give Jayden Young another opportunity to return a punt.
Take
he
it
catches
at
it at the 48.
Yeah.
Makes a little move. He's still on his feet. And then makes another move. He's running backwards now.
Wow.
He's still on his feet. Looking for blockers.
He's directing
He's
traffic.
going to have
Preston Williams. Preston Wilkinson.
Number 5.
He's tired.
He's going, do I have to do it all, boys? Do I have to do it all?
He takes it down to the 26-yard line. That's where it'll be spotted.
Man.
1st and 10 for the Colts. And he ran about 70 yards to get there.
Hunter and them might want to get Jayden over to direct the band because he was directing traffic and said, kick that guy, block that guy. And, man, that guy, the Magic Man, I'm telling you, he's got a new nickname.
He may be over here getting a drink right now. I don't see. No.
J.Y., the Magic Man.
So with 8:05, the Colts take over possession again. Mock facing in the backfield there with Cavonta.
Yeah, hadn't seen him back there in a couple weeks.
Got twin receivers both sides. A pass over to the right to Buddha Harris.
There he is.
It's complete.
Get up, Buddha.
Wow.
He makes a little twist there to pick up another 2 or 3 yards. And
it's going to be close to first down. It is going to be a first down, Coach.
Yeah.
Buddha Harris, first down Buddha. There he is.
Colts have a lineman over there getting up a little slow. That might be Diesel Freeman.
Yeah. Yeah, he got messed up a little bit last week in that game and wanted to stay in the game. And big man said, no, you need to go over there and try to get fresh again. And so he did.
1st and 10 for the Colts. There's a little pass to Jakavion Williams, and he's going to take it in for the score.
Good block by Mike Mason.
Colts, 15-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Little pass to Jakavion Williams from Cavonta Washington.
Somebody, the alarm went off, and we woke up. It was in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
So 2 touchdowns in the air for Mr. Washington. He connects with Jayden Young for 99, and then Jakavion Williams for 15. And the Colts are up 13-0 here with 7:32 left to go in the first half.
I think all them Rivercrest coaches just took their hat off at the same time, took a deep breath.
Here's a little fake here. They're going to throw a flag as there was movement there on the play.
Motion on us.
Yeah, I think Hunter was still
moving.
He was backing up when that ball was snapped.
That's going to take us back. See if they go ahead and try to kick it here. Or
I'd like to see them try just to see if Hunter can hit that right there.
This would be a good practice right here, you know, because you might need this one of these days. You never know.
Joe Lewis Ralph on the hold.
What's it going to be, Dan?
If this was a field goal, it'd be a 25-yarder.
Yeah.
It's right on the 15.
Let's see what happens here. See if he can put it through from out there.
There's a snap, the hold, the kick, and it's going to be good.
Oh, no. Come a little bit left here.
Yeah, couldn't tell from this angle.
It looked good up here. We was going to give it to him, wasn't we?
I was definitely going to give it to him.
Went just a little left.
But now that I see where they picked it up over here by the flagpole, I can see why it was signal no good.
Oh, man, you gotta kick it right down the middle. My mama can kick wide left and wide right.
The wind is blowing that direction. I see the flag blowing that way, so maybe the wind got it.
Plenty of leg on
yes.
that, though.
Yeah, he did. He kicked it good. He'll get that dialed in, man. I'm proud of Hunter.
All right, so with 7:32 left to go in the first half, the Colts are on top 13-0 here in 3A3 conference action. Colts are 5-0 coming into this one. Hoxie 2-3, and the Colts are looking to keep that unbeaten record going.
Appreciate Cavonta's mom watching from Atlanta.
Wow. Hi, Miss Cavonta. Appreciate you watching, man. You got a great son.
There's another kick, and this time it's going to be at the 10 or 9-yard line.
Oh, he scoots past that. He's still on his feet. He's going to have a big return.
Bring him down.
He's going to get all the way out past the 40 to about the 43 or 44.
Run down by Jace Moore.
Yeah, nice return there by who was it for Hoxie?
Preston Wilkerson.
Preston. Who else? Number 5.
Does it all.
We told you we'd see him a lot, and You're going to think there's about 4 number 5s out there, but there's just one.
I'm surprised he's not in the band and leading it, too.
Yeah, he is a heck of a –
he does it all.
Heck of a football player. Number 5, Preston Wilkerson. He's a 6 foot, 180 senior. And he is the leader of that team. I'm sure he's the one that can go over and get on somebody if he needs to.
So with 7:22, the Mustangs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Man in motion. It's going to be a fake to him, and the quarterback's going to keep it there, and going to be
big man and Nolan Williams.
Man.
He's going to be
2 big men right there.
That's right.
Looks like they're going to give him the line of scrimmage there.
They're starting to stay at home, stay in their lanes, and get ready. And so they're doing a good job plugging up that middle.
Probably when he looked up, he was thinking, I should have given it to Preston.
Yeah, yeah. He's watching from Atlanta.
I think that most of their runs have been going to the other side over there. But
yeah.
So 2nd and 10, 6:44 left to go in the first half. Mustangs with the football. And this time he does hand it off.
Mercy.
And he probably
D-man.
He does hand it off, and this time Wilkerson probably says, I wish he'd kept it.
Man. You ever heard about pulling it back?
Oh, my goodness.
Man, Demaniel Harris said, let me introduce myself. And, man, I think he was there when the handoff was made.
He was right, real close.
That's better than Vicks right there. That'll open those sinuses.
It's hard to breathe tonight, man. You can see the dust hanging in the air. They are harvesting over here, and they're cotton ginning, and it's crazy out here, man.
Loss of 3 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 13. You have 3 receivers here to the near side of the field. Number 14 lined up on the left. Wilkerson and Guthrie back in the backfield. Guthrie takes the snap, looks right, passes right, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for number 12, Aiden Rodney. And he had one hand touch the football. And
Keiran Morris was trying to get through that blocker to get to that pass. We're getting an update now up from up the road here, 5 miles up the road to Osceola. It is all knotted up, 7-7, Newport and Osceola. So Osceola has answered the touchdown.
Another opportunity for Jayden Young here on the punt return, in which he leads the nation in punt return average.
Have we mentioned that?
And he's fixing to get another opportunity right here, it looks like. There's a snap, the kick.
Low goal there.
And they're going to kick it away from him.
Over
here to they must have seen that as well.
That's a smart thing.
We didn't mention it until the broadcast because we didn't want them to know, but they must have found out somehow.
Where do you go to find information out like that, Dan, on who's leading the nation? And is it like all high school, or is it classifications?
No, it's all classifications, all schools.
Wow.
Max Preps. Check on there. And then, of course, I think tonight he has a 28-yard return and a 22-yard return, so that will bring it down. But he was averaging 50.6 yards a return.
Just wait. He might return one
for
100
that's true.
yards.
Right now he's averaging 99 yards a catch. So let's see if we can do something with that here. And there's
pitch inside.
That's to Buda Harris.
Buda
Harris turns it. He's cutting back up the field. And he's going to take it down to about the 49-yard line.
Yeah.
They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's the first time we've seen him use like that coming in motion.
Yeah. Yes.
Run a little jet sweep from that wide receiver position, and, man, he knew what to do with it.
So
you see him looking over at the bench like, where's that been all season?
a new little wrinkle there to the Colt offense, and now that gives everybody else something to think about.
My number's not hard to remember. It's 1.
Keiran Morris is going to do the same thing the other side. He's looking for a hole there, and he takes it up. He's going to have about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Yep. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter here. Colts are up 13-0 after a slow start, but they're up.
They're actually going to give him 2 yards.
2 on it.
Yeah, that spot was at the 46 there. So
good job by Hoxie cutting that off out there.
Hey, Joe Mobley, how you doing, buddy? He's watching from Jonesboro, one of them old Rivercrest alum that got transplanted to Jonesboro. But good to hear from you.
Colts up 13-0. They have the football. Cavonta drops back to pass, rolls right. Looking over the
little strong.
Yeah, he had it, Jakavion. And Buda Harris was wide open down there at the 1-yard line. There wasn't anybody 20 yards. There was no one 20 yards close to him. And so But Cavonta was pressured and had to roll out, and he was looking for somebody
he started
there.
looking for something shorter, man.
Yeah.
If he looked to his right just about 20 feet, he would have seen something really nice.
You know, coming into this game, I kept thinking, you know what we haven't seen much this year is that little pot pass coming in motion.
Right.
We've only run it 1 or 2 times all year, and we've seen it more tonight.
We may see it right here.
We ran that a lot last year.
That was Jayden Young in motion. They tried to hard count to get them off sides and pick up some of that 8 yards that they need on this play.
Kind of 3rd and long here, even though we're in the chains. This is
Keiran Morris be a good target right here.
Yep.
There he
comes,
he
Coach.
is.
Good call.
And he's got some room out here.
And
he's going to score it from 46 yards out.
Man.
It looked like he had a mismatch over here. And I saw that. I thought, man, that'd be a good target for him right there. And sure enough, we'll pass out to the side.
He kind of had to lose all of his momentum and stop. And then when he started back, he outran everybody.
Yeah. Right.
It looked like it took about 4 steps, and he was at full speed.
Yes, sir.
How long was that?
That was 46 yards.
46-yard reception and touchdown as the Colts are getting it figured out now. We may have to take a break in the action for the dust bomb here going on.
Man, it's a lot.
I think the guy cutting the beans right next to the football field, he could have waited till tomorrow, but no, I understand. They're behind the 8 ball. I'll shut up about that. But they're trying. They were really doing well to him.
There is a cloud here tonight.
Yeah, until 25 hurricanes
so
started
this is
rolling
number
through.
14, Derek Edgel, I believe, trying to point after here.
Yeah.
So there's a snap, the hold,
Oh, that
the kick,
looks good.
And it is good.
Good.
Sir.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Man, it don't hurt to try some other guys. I think Derek tried to kick a little bit last year, maybe. And so that's a nice play there. Also, didn't Hunter did he pull a muscle last week or maybe I'm thinking about something else. I don't know. I think I'm thinking of the Arkansas kicker. He pulled a muscle last week. They brought in the backup kicker.
We had a lot of cramps. You know, we've had a lot of cramps just about every week so far.
But it's been so hot.
It has, yeah.
It's nice out here tonight.
I saw that next week we're supposed to start seeing some 38, 39 temperatures in the mornings, I think. So it's about to get time for football weather.
And we're 3/4 of the way through the football season. It's time to get football weather. That's for sure. It's been a hot season so far. Again, thank y'all for listening in. I appreciate y'all watching every week. I appreciate those that came out. And great night here at
Hunter
the
Ellis
test.
with the kick at about the 12-yard line. That's going to be –
it goes down right there at about the 26.
Mm-hmm. So with 4:07 left to go in the first half.
21
that's
for us.
Jamari Jefferson.
Yep, that's him. Jamari Jefferson with the stick there.
That was a good tackle.
Yeah.
So with 4:07 left to go in the first half, the Colts on top 20-0 here in conference play. And Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27 is where they've marked that.
Man, call all the aunts and uncles because I think all the kids are going to get to play tonight, all right? Because they're putting a lot of guys in there, getting these guys some playing time and trying to get them some experience as the season goes here.
There's
he dropped the ball.
That's a fumble.
Pick it up, take it in. Let's go. Joe Lewis.
No way. He dropped the ball.
Yeah, that wasn't a pass. If it was incomplete.
If it's anything, it should have been a fumble, and we recovered it. He simply just dropped it out of his hand.
Wow.
Well, and if it was an incomplete pass, it should have been whistled dead, not after we picked it up.
Yeah.
But that was a little weird there.
Oh, man.
That was a strange
one. It looked like he tried to bring the pass down. He decided not to throw it, and then he dropped it, it looked like.
Yeah.
But,
it was Preston Wilkerson who was going to throw that ball. But, well, I think they got bailed out a little bit right there.
So on the incomplete pass, to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah.
Wilkerson's going to keep it this time, and he's going to pick up 2 or 3 yards on the play to bring up a long 3rd down for the Mustangs.
Keiran Morris and Joe Ralph.
Yeah, Joe Lewis was about to pick that thing up and go to the house.
Oh, absolutely.
And it got blowed dead. I'd be interested to see what they were thinking on that.
Number 27, Terry Gentry, checks in for that Colt defense as Montarius Smith gets a breather.
About 3:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Man, this first half is flying by.
7:45 to go in the second quarter. Newport is up 14-7 on OCO. That's a heck of a game going on.
Yeah, they're back and forth like last week.
Oh, we got a player rushing on here.
3rd down,
second.
pretty long.
That's going to be Wilkerson keeping it.
Oh, nice tackle.
Job there by
number 4,
Jakavion Williams.
Man, nice job, Jakavion.
Just submarine that.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 5. 4th and 4.5 or 5 there, with 2:50 and counting here in the first half. Monterius Smith checking back in for that Colt defense. He's going to give big man a break.
Got a note here from the commissioner of the Pee Wee League, Mr. Grant Barnett. He said tomorrow is the last regular season games before the playoff. They'll be traveling to Newport. 5th grade is at 10, 4th grade at 11, and 6th grade at 12 noon. Go support Pee Wee Colts.
They're going to pass it over the top here. It's going to be overthrown, and he was open, just a little bit over the head of number 5, Preston Wilkerson. And the ball will be turned over on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 Colts.
It looked like everybody kind of quit playing,
stopped.
didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what they heard or what they didn't hear, or maybe he was saying that was your guy, but even their guy kind of slowed down. It was kind of weird looking.
Doug Hennard said, "Watch the replay. He fumbled." Well, I thought he did. I was watching in the binoculars, and I was like, he started to throw it, and when he pulled his arm back, the ball just came out the back of his arm. I was like, he just dropped it.
Yeah, Rick Jacobs texted the same thing, and he said definitely not a pass.
So here we go, 2:19. The Colts have an opportunity to score again before the half. Cavonta Washington drops back to pass. Throws over the top. There's Buddha Harris, but he's going to miss him just by about a half a foot probably.
That's a little strong. Yeah, Cavonta's not felt well this week. He's been having it, been sick again, and so I'm sure he's a little bit off a little bit tonight. But man, just to be out there, that dude's a gamer. He'll show up and play whether
as a senior,
whatever.
A senior, it's going to be hard to keep him off the field.
Yeah.
He's wanting to get out there.
I'd love to be sick and throw 3 touchdown passes in a half.
You know, he was sick earlier in the year and had his best game, I thought.
That's right. Not the least of which was a 99 and 2/3 yard one. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
Can we just say 99 and 44 100? Like Ronnie Mills said.
Man, I didn't get that good of grades in math.
Mike Faison, I believe.
Get up, Mikey.
On the carry. And
hold on to it, bud.
He's going to be
there's a late flag.
Sure
might have got a face mask in there late. Let's see what he called. We've been bargaining for a face mask for 3 weeks, and we don't get many of them. But
we had 2 of them that I thought was missed last week. So
once again,
I noticed that Newport's radio guys said, "Yep, we got away with one on both of those."
Well, they were talking about Buddha pushing off down there in the end zone on that one, and we even said he made him a little space on that one. So I guess it all averages out.
I can't hear well, but I can see pretty good with these
face mask. We'll get 15 out of that one. That's going to put us way down there. 2:02 left, Coach. Maybe we can get another one in here before halftime.
Hey, James is watching all the way from the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was at a game earlier this season.
Yeah, we got to meet him earlier.
Yeah, he said he's going to head back, and he'll be watching when he gets home. But, hey, James, good to hear from you, bud. Glad you got back safe.
Cavonta drops back to pass, throws over in that corner. And, I thought he was going to come away with that. Buddha Harris.
The Spider-Man about reached over and got it.
I thought he was going to tip it to himself there. So
he
reached over the defender to try to snag that one. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line. 1:52 left to go in the first half. Colts on top 20-0.
Once again, don't forget the last regular season Pee Wee game tomorrow at Newport. Newport starting at 10 o'clock.
Osceola's back on top 15-14 in that one down there.
Get in there.
Jayden Young, tiptoe, baby.
Wow.
Throw them arms up, Mr. Ref. There he goes.
Touchdown, Colts.
Tiptoe.
J.Y., the Magic Man.
On the video there, they'll have to add that Fred Flintstone sound.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That dude is ringing them up, man. He is ringing them up.
So another touchdown for Jayden Young, the junior, number 5 for the Colts. And Colts go up top 26-0 with 1:44 left to go here in the first half. They're going to go for 2 right here.
And many people would tell you this isn't his best sport. You know, he's known for the basketball. But, man, it'd be hard to argue that he's not really good at this, too.
Just found out Osceola ran the kickoff back for a touchdown and are up 15-14 in that game.
Wow. They're going to have a game like we did last week, whoever has it last.
I tell you what, the 3A better hope Jayden Young doesn't take up golf.
That's right. See if we can't get 2 out of here. Get around there.
He's passing back to Cavonta. Cavonta on the reception.
Yeah.
So nice job there. I believe that was.
And who threw that ball?
Jayden Young.
Jayden Young. Oh, see, it's the number 5. You got to wear the number 5, and you get to do everything. Whatever you want to do, you get to do it. Same thing with Hoxie and Mr. Preston Wilkerson. He does everything for them, and number 5 does a lot for us. So
with 1:44 left to go in the first half, the Colts score and put 2 more on the board with the conversion. They're up 28-0 here against the Hoxie Mustangs at the Tez. Finally at home, as you mentioned earlier, Todd. Glad to be back. We have tonight at home and next week at home against Walnut Ridge, and then we go to Osceola.
Those next 2 weeks are going to be tough games.
Yes, they are, boys. I tell you.
And I tell you what, you might want to buy your ticket now for the Osceola game.
Yeah,
they're cashless. So you'll have to buy that online.
Yeah,
so.
you will have to. That's in 2 weeks. You'll have to buy your tickets online.
Well, we'll have a good seat. I can tell you that.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Hunter Ellis with the kickoff. This one is going to be a little short, and they're going to call for a fair catch at the 30-yard line.
That guy was like, wait a minute, he ain't supposed to kick to me.
31-yard line is the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 with 1:43 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, I was noticing as I watched some of the Osceola Walnut Ridge game last week, they've got a press box over on the visitor side now, Dan.
Okay.
So we'll have our own place over there.
Sounds good.
I don't mind
They've added that. And we were at Hoxie last night. They've added a visitors press box, and there's talk to add one here soon. So that's kind of with all the live streaming going on, it's really a great thing for the fields to have.
You have a lot of folks that are broadcasting games now. So, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Mustangs with the football. Man in motion is Wilkerson. Oh, it's a low snap.
Look
There's
out.
D-Man.
Oh,
and he takes him down for a big loss on the play as Demaniel Harris didn't give the guy much room there to pick that ball up and run with it.
He looked up and saw 77 just coming down on him.
He's seen 7,777, I believe.
Colts are going to call a timeout. Colts are going to call their first timeout with 1:36 as they're going to try to hold them here and leave a little time to score one more time before we go in for the break.
Yeah. All these points the Colts have scored have all been second quarter. We got shut out in the first quarter. Only had the ball one time for about a minute and a half. Yeah. So Hoxie did a great job out of the gates, and then Colts hit that they did the goal line stand down here on the 1 foot line, and then the next pass went 99 plus, and Jayden Young is putting on another show tonight with the Cavonta Washington.
I don't know what
throwing balls at him.
What's going on tonight, as far as outside of here, but there's not a big crowd here tonight like you would think of a team 5-0 and playing well.
Yeah. I would say it's deer season, but it's not that yet. It usually starts in playoffs.
Danny, what was we were ranked 3rd in the state in 3A?
Yeah, by pretty much all the polls I saw, we were 3 or 4.
Yep. Yeah, Coaches in the Mouth had us at 3.
Yep.
And then I think Hootens has got us at 4, right? Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 20 for the Mustangs. They're going to hand it off to that left side. There's Jakavion, who's going to hold him up until somebody else comes over there and helps him out. And they're going to take him down. Looks like it's going to be the 26-yard line.
Mm-hmm. We call another timeout. Clock has stopped at 1:28. So, again, Colts has got one more timeout after this, and they're trying to see if they can't get them to freeze or at least kick them the ball back before time runs out.
We see Walnut Ridge is edging out Pickett right now 43-0.
Whoa, man.
That's
Walnut Ridge
they'll be resting their guys second half, be fresh coming in here next week.
Walnut Ridge is taking out their frustrations from last week on Piggott Mohawks.
I'll tell you, the top 4 in our conference, I'll put those against anybody in 3A this year. We got to have the toughest conference 1 through 4.
We might get there in these state playoffs and look up and be facing folks from our own conference.
I really feel strongly about the fact that we might play Newport again. At the end of the season.
Or Osceola.
Or Osceola.
I tell you, as well as we've done so far, the next 2 weeks are huge games with huge playoff implications.
Well, the next 2 weeks will decide the conference championship.
Yeah.
It just
That's
will.
Right.
All right, guys, here we go. 3rd down and 16 for the Mustangs. Let's get one more stop here and force a punt and see if we can't score one more time before the break. The quarterback looks to his left. There's a man open over the middle, number 16. And he's finally going to be brought down by Jayden Young, I believe. As
that's first down for the Hoxie Mustangs, and they will probably have the ball now the rest of the half.
Keiran Morris was in coverage right there and had him wrapped up a little bit.
Yep.
And Jayden had to come in and clean it up. But it's going to be a first down for Hoxie at the 46, and the clock is running 1:07 and counting. The coach probably would have called a timeout right there had that been been stopped short of the first down, but they may just let it run now. Both teams have one timeout left in this first half.
We need to be awake. Don't let them have something here right at the
snap
half.
To Wilkerson. Now he hands it off, and he's passed hands it off to 15, which is Guthrie, and he tries to make a pass to 12 over here, and it was incomplete.
Well, Jayden Young read that right away and was right on top of the guy coming across. And I did notice that we had nobody deeper than 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So if you can get it behind the line, it's wide open spaces.
Mr. Jayden Young kind of probably knew that play once he saw it develop.
That's true.
He studies film as much as anybody probably in the state, getting ready for games. And so let's see what we can do right here. He has 4 interceptions on the season, and it might be good if he get another one right here. And they're going to look to pass.
Here comes the pressure.
Yeah, and they're going to bring him down.
And he is running hard, man.
He's about the line of scrimmage there.
Yep. How he got back to line of scrimmage, I do not know, because he had to run through about 4 guys, but he did.
No, he picked up about 3 yards.
Yeah, they're going to give him 3, aren't they?
He must have fell forward right there, and they're going to call a timeout. The Colts are their final timeout with 37.2 seconds left in hopes of getting a stop right here. If they do get the stop, the clock will stop on the change of possession. Or no, it'd be 4th down. It's 3rd right now. My bad.
We might see.
We
might see our first stringers early in the second half, but I don't think we're going to see much of them. I think we're going to see Mr. Jayden Ralph probably get to come in and take some snaps at quarterback, and probably see Mike Faison do a lot more running back here when we come back out. KJ Lipsy and Siquori Bonner and them is probably going to come out here and catch some balls. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Robert Lakes will probably be out there catching some balls second half.
Robert Lakes.
So stick in there.
Robert Lakes was Student of the Month.
Wow. Right. Congratulations, Robert Lakes.
I handed the sign to his grandmother who come in today to get that.
That's awesome, man.
She was super proud of that young man as well as everybody else.
I'll tell you, we were talking earlier about the Coaches in the Mouth podcast. The mouth of that podcast came down Wednesday afternoon and presented Cavonta Washington with their top player in the state award.
So, and you see he was there with him, don't you? His right-hand man.
That's
Mr.
right.
Guthrie's going to keep it this time, but he's going nowhere. As
don't hit late. Don't
big
hit late.
man, Joe Lewis Ralph is there. Yep. And who is that getting up? That's D-Man, I believe, 77. Yep. So
was it Monterey Smith went and picked him up off the ground? That's a pretty good pickup right there. No, it's not. That was that's Monterey Smith.
So it's going to be the last play of the first half as the clock's at 8 seconds and they're just waiting for it to hit 0. Hey, I want to give a shout out to somebody called a timeout.
Well, they had one left. They're going to try. See if they can throw it. Yeah,
that's
Hoxie's last timeout. They're going to try a long pass.
So I want to give a shout-out to Mr. Burfield, our high school principal.
Wow.
Last night, he was an assistant coach at Poplar Bluff back in 2004, 2005, their basketball team, which featured the Hansbrough brothers.
Yeah.
Tyler Hansbrough, who went to play at North Carolina.
That's right.
Was a big-time player there. But their team won state that year, and that team – Mr. Burfield and the rest of that team, they were inducted into the Poplar Bluff High School Hall of Fame last night.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty big
that's
deal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's congratulations, Mr. Burfield. Yeah, one big play here left, and then we're going to go to the locker room, and cheerleaders be out here, and the band's going to perform. They hadn't been able to perform at home because it's been so monsoon season out here. But you're going to get a little taste of them and their award-winning band. They will perform tomorrow at around 2:30, I think. 2:30. They won't be in the contest because they're putting it on, but they will get to perform for the home crowd. So if you get a chance, come on out to that competition tomorrow. They would love you to be here and help them raise money for the band so they can travel.
How many bands are participating in that?
8, I believe. I believe they got 8 bands coming.
Prevent defense for the Colts. They're going to hand it off to Wilkerson, and he's just going to pick up about 10 yards on the play before the clock hits 0, and we take a little break, go into halftime with a lead, 28-0.
Joe Lewis Ralph had a great half. How many tackles did he have? 5 or 6 or at least?
Five tackles. Monterius Smith, 5 tackles.
Noah Adams had a bunch early.
Jayden Young, 5. Nolan Williams, 7. Noah Adams, 5. Several with 4.
Yeah.
So a lot of opportunities.
That's right.
Another thing that you don't see often, Keiran Morris, you see him walking this direction, the team walking off the field, and he's walking over here to the band to get ready to play that xylophone. He performs with the band at halftime in his football uniform, so that's a pretty cool deal.
Yeah, that dude had some big plays last Friday night. And then I seen him Saturday at the band competition. I told him, man, I said, dude, you are remarkable. And he does a really good job in both things. So we're going to leave the mic open here just for a bit. Let you hear the band. I didn't bring my other mic, but we'll let you, as long as we don't get in trouble with the rights.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
We will have to mute the cheerleaders, though.
We'll
Your defending state champion, Rivercrest Colts marching band. Tomorrow, they will host the inaugural Colt Classic Marching Invitational, where there'll be 10 bands here performing starting at 2:20. Invite everyone to come out and support the Colts.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Getting ready to start the second half. Rivercrest and Hoxie right here at the Tez on Rivercrest Athletics. Just want to give you some halftime stats. Hoxie did manage 101 yards at halftime. They were 3 of 8 passing for 33 yards. Ran 26 times for 68 yards, and the majority of that was from Preston Wilkerson, 17 carries, 63 yards. And I'm not sure, I know they had a 75-yard drive all the way down to about 4 inches away from that goal line. It was probably about a 17, 18-play drive, and the Colts stop them. And then Jayden Young, Cavonta to Jayden Young, 99-yard pass. And so the Colts did have 220 yards at halftime. It's a weird time in Colt football when you had 1 carry for 5 yards. Mike Faison had the only carry. I don't think you'll see Cavonta carrying the ball with as sick as he's been. But he was pretty stellar passing, 9 of 12 for 212 yards, 4 touchdowns in the first half. It's pretty salty.
That's high efficiency.
Yeah, and caught a 2-point conversion, so not bad. Jayden Young had 3 catches for 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Keiran Morris, 2 for 48 and a touchdown. Jakavion Williams had a 15-yard touchdown catch. Buda Harris, 3 catches, 38 yards. Strangely enough, Buda Harris, only one that doesn't have a touchdown of those main 4 receivers.
Yeah.
And so he's like, Coach, hit me early in the second half.
And I don't think he has picked up a first down yet on one of those receptions, has he?
His last, he had he had an
Okay.
11-yard catch and a 27-yard catch and run.
Because I know we usually call him first down Buda.
Yeah.
I remember saying it one time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jayden Young, 5 tackles. Monterius Smith, 5. Joe Lewis Ralph had 5 tackles, 3 quarterback hurries. They didn't pass it much, but almost every time they did, they were staring right at Joe Lewis when they were letting it go. So Nolan Williams led the way with 7 tackles at halftime. Noah Adams starting in place of
Colin Sanders. I saw Colin down there in shorts and shirt.
Not playing tonight, and Noah Adams stepped in his spot and is right there among tackle leaders for the Colts. So good to have that guy come in and provide some quality depth right there.
Yeah. Awesome job at the half by our defending state champion band. They will be hosting the inaugural Colt Classic marching contest here tomorrow at the Tez. They'll be one of 10 bands that'll be playing here on our field, and you can forget that, Connor Vaughn. I will never say that. Sorry about that. But then
I can say, go Little Rock Trojans. Go
Connor
get them,
Vaughn
Connor.
trying to get me to say go bad guys, but I'm not going to say it.
We're proud of Connor. He's down there playing baseball.
We are proud of him, yeah. We look forward to seeing great things from him. Hey, our cheerleaders also performed at halftime. They did a great job. I want to mention them. We hardly ever mention them on the broadcast, but I do have a list here. Molly Austin, Halen Belford, Keely Bell, Macy Bell, Mary Whitley Bell, Gabrielle Borkholder, Abigail Castling, Carly Cullum, Callie Fincher, Hannah Gray, Talia Heyman, Mackenzie Hernandez, Chloe Holloway, Madison Jones, Hayden Marsh, Briley McLean, Madeline Owens, Kennedy Raines, Taylor Routledge, Ellie Center, Addison Smith, Olivia Tucker, Anasia Wilkerson, Carly Williams, and Gabby Wynn. They're coached by Ellie Robertson. Does a great job, and they do a great job.
Yes. So we were talking about Keiran Morris at halftime, going over, taking off his pads and playing xylophone for the band, but also we noticed the sophomore Nolan Williams. We have 2 Nolan Williams, but this sophomore, he was out there playing. And also one of our cheerleaders, Abby Castling, was out there doing both cheering and playing in the band. So those are amazing people when you can have the talent to do both of those things. And so congratulations to all of them.
And you got Miss Allie Heron here who was on the
flag
court.
And she's spinning a rifle out there and throwing it up.
And she's running the huddle camera for the Colts.
Multi-talented kids.
A lot of talented folks over here at Rivercrest High School. So. Hey, the clock has struck 0. They've reset it to 12, and we're ready to start the second half here as we get this third quarter underway.
Hey, we get the ball.
And the Mustangs will be kicking off. And guess who's kicking off?
Number 5.
Preston Wilkerson.
I thought I'd take a wild guess. This
does
guy
it all.
Is all-knowing.
Squib kick down to the 19-yard line.
Look out.
And Jakavion Williams is going to take it over here to the sideline at about the 36-yard line is where they'll mark it.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Colts.
Hoxie Mustangs are in town tonight. First quarter was really slow. It was all Hoxie. They moved up down the field but did not score. And then the Colts got going right early in the second quarter and ended up putting 28 on the board. 28 on the board in the second quarter. And so we'll see what happens here in the second half as we can continue to keep an eye on other scores around our conference. And at halftime, it is 15 Osceola and 14 Newport in a barn burner down the road here.
And Harrisburg and Manila are tied at 14.
Wow.
Cavonta Washington looks right, throws right to Buda Harris, a little bit high.
A little high.
Yeah. Buda can jump, but he couldn't get that high. And just goes through his hands over there.
Buddha catches so many. When he don't catch one, you kind of go, what happened there? He should have made a catch, but it was a little high.
If there was a rim over there, he probably would have got up a little bit higher and dunked that
for
thing.
sure.
That's right.
We talk about these guys, Jayden Young and Buddha Harris, Cavonta Washington. They're all excellent basketball players, too.
Yes.
So they're looking forward to having a good season for Coach Robinson. There's
another one.
High pass there. Just over the head of Jakavion Williams.
That was real close to being a backward pass, and it will trickle out of bounds and no harm done. But
we mentioned Cavonta being sick, the last couple of days, and he came out and had a good first half there.
Yeah.
But that break might have hurt that adrenaline, that adrenaline he had going on, and just those two passes didn't look as
bad.
good.
Yeah, you can just tell he don't feel good.
He's back to pass again. He's going to roll to his right, avoids a tackler, and there's going to be a flag as he throws the ball over to
they may – I don't know if can you well, they may decline that because it's going to be 4th down and long.
Yeah, I think you decline it and make us punt.
We're in the middle of October almost, Coach. When's basketball? When's girls' basketball
29 days away.
I knew he'd know the day.
29 days.
If you want to know when when girls' basketball starts, ask Coach Dye. When you want to know when we get out of school, ask my wife. She has that down to 107 days. So, but Coach is working them hard. He was telling us about some of the drills they're doing, working those girls, getting them in shape.
We are.
They're ready to punch him in the nose on some of them drills. But looking forward to those girls, and should be a great, great year for Colt basketball, as Coach said, both on the girls and the guys' side.
The only reason I knew it was 29 days because I saw Destiny Burks, saw Dee Dee post that it was just 29 days away.
That girl wakes up ready to play basketball.
They are ready to go, I tell you.
Yeah.
They're tired of playing against each other.
Here we go.
A snap, kick by Nolan Williams.
Way up there.
He's going to hit at about the 38 and take
roll.
a nice little bounce down inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Nolan usually gets those bounces the way he punts that football. And
that thing walked right down the line over there, didn't it? I thought it was going to go out of bounds about 10 yards before it did. It just kept rolling right down through there.
Looks like they mark it at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, really the only drives that the Colt offense has not done anything was the first drive of the game that they had and this one. So starting each half for the offense has not been good tonight, but other than that, pretty stellar.
Yeah, you see Cavonta down here throwing a little bit on the sideline. You can tell he's wanting to kind of get his touch a little bit better.
Yeah, he came into this game completing 71% of his passes. Yeah. Oh, a low snap. The quarterback is going to be wrapped up for a loss there.
Nolan Williams.
That snap didn't give him much of a chance to do much with it. But
there was about 3 guys lost shin bones on all that play. Man, that looked brutal.
So a loss of about 3 or 4 on the play. It looks like 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. 11 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Colts on top, 28-0.
I remember when me and Dan used to do this on the sideline. We didn't do play-by-play. We did stats, and man, it was you just could hear the crunching down there on the sideline. It really lets you know how hard the hitting is.
And you didn't know how quick I was till it got real close to us, and I bailed out of there.
I always tried to say about 50 yards behind the play.
Another bad snap there. The quarterback, that's going to be Preston. I think that's Wilkerson.
Yeah.
64 for us on the
he got him a sack. That is
tackle.
Marcos Pineda.
Yeah.
All right.
Marcos Pineda back there getting him a sack.
Tackle for a loss.
So he had a pretty good game against Forest City, I think. Come in and played there late and had a sack.
So another loss on that play is going to bring up a 3rd down and 17 with just a little over 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
We were trying to figure out when I started helping Dan today, but Dan told me what, Dan, 34 years?
32. This is my 32nd year.
32 years.
Wow.
Danny Graham's been keeping stats for the Rivercrest Colts. That ought to get him some kind of Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And I'm just a little over that in age. A little pressure there. Almost picked off as looked like Jakavion dove for it right there.
We were talking about it earlier in the game. Dan was interviewed this week by 95.3 The Ticket and Randy Myers and old Budrow there in Jonesboro, and Dan did a great job. And they introduced him as the unofficial historian of Rivercrest High.
So
He said, man, you made me sound more important than I was.
I brag about him everywhere I go. People ask me about the broadcast, and I always say, man, the key to that is Danny.
That's right. He's steady feeding us numbers.
Hey, Danny, was that Buddha Harris in on the pressure on that quarterback? I thought it was. He's playing defense tonight. There's a punt.
Yeah.
Jayden Young back there, but they're not kicking it to the nation's leader in punt average.
Oh, man. Danny should have never let us know.
Oh, I know. That. We're going to mention that every single time.
We may get to do it just 1 week because, like Dan said, he's had a couple 20-yarders.
That's right.
When you return at 40, 50, 60, you do get a little tension. And this team got a lot of attention last week. But like I said, you got to put that behind you, and you got to play this week because every week now it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, especially with what's going on up the road here.
And I think just about everybody has gone back and rewatched that game from last week.
Yeah,
I heard
yeah.
Several people mention that.
Yeah, they're duking it out up the road here at Osceola.
Cavonta back in at quarterback. He's going to hand it off this time to Mike Faison, I believe, or is that Jakavion?
I think that's going to be Terry Gentry.
Oh, is it Terry?
Yeah,
okay,
there he
Terry
is.
Gentry again, number 27.
First time we've seen him get a carry with the starters.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he come in, I think we were at home, wasn't it, when he had his couple, 3 big runs and really had a great burst of speed. We were all talking about him. Yeah, that's right.
He came in earlier on defense, and now he's in there with that Colt offense. There's a pass over there to Buddha Harris. He's got some blockers, and he's made a little move to pick up about 4 or 5 more yards, and he's going to take it down to the 30-yard line, and that's good for what?
First down.
First down Buddha.
First down Buddha. He took them 6'3" legs there, and I think he stepped over two safeties.
2.5 steps. Yeah. He was 10 yards downfield.
I don't think he even had to jump. He just kind of stepped over him, man. That dude is
that offense is stepping up to the ball real quick. They're hurrying up here. Cavonta looking left. Throws left to Keiran Morris.
Uh-oh. Watch out.
Oh, he fumbles the ball, and D-Man Harris is going to be there to fall on it.
He had a bodyguard waiting on him, and Keiran kind of kicks his feet a little bit. He was just like a half a tackle from breaking that through for a touchdown, but luckily Demaniel Harris was there to scoop it up.
I tell you, the Mustang defense really scooted up on that and had a chance to knock that ball down, or I thought pick it, and good play by Keiran.
Pickup of 9. Who gets credit for that, Danny? Is that D-Man or is that Keiran?
He'll get credit for
fumble recovery.
For a fumble recovery, but Keiran will get the yards.
Here we go. Cavonta fakes. He's got a wide open receiver down there, and that's Jakavion Williams, number 4. So for 21 yards, Cavonta Washington throws another touchdown to a different receiver.
They kind of ran. I'll put a name on this. They ran double banana flag post, and both of them were wide open.
They sure were. Both receivers were open down there.
That was double banana to the flag. And they both were wide open, and he caught it and just kind of backed in the end zone. That puts the Colts up 34-0. If we get this extra point, we can crank the clock.
Hank Cash is watching from Huntington, Tennessee.
All right.
I don't know Hank, but that's a cool name, Hank Cash.
Hank was a great player back in the 80s.
Oh, wow. I thought that name
Richard Brothers back in those days.
Man, there's been some wonderful dudes come through here in the 50-some
Derek
years.
Edgel on the point after.
That's through.
It is.
Yes,
good.
Sir.
So 2 for 2 for Mr. Edgel on point after attempts. And the Colts go up 35-0, and that will
that cranks the clock.
Will crank up the clock.
Yeah. And we'll start seeing lots of Colts. And Cavonta, we may look down there, and he may have his pads off here in a few minutes. They may get him a jacket and just keep him warm the rest of the night. So far, he hasn't took his helmet off, though, has he? That dude's just hard to get out of the game. It doesn't matter. He likes to play.
Well, I think Buddha Harris saying if me and Jakavion are both open, throw it to me.
That's right.
I don't have one. I don't have one yet.
Yeah, he's kind of give him a little talk there. Now look, you're passing around and you forgot me in the mix.
And Mr. Joe Robertson has the easiest job of the night the rest of the way.
Yeah.
He's running the clock over there. All he's got to do is start that thing and let it roll.
He done put his feet up and got him a big Coke, and he's ready. Wow. That's Hunter Ellis on the kickoff. Oh, nice. It goes out of bounds. I thought it was going to go down inside that 5-yard line, but it turns a little bit. He had a nice little hop that went over the returner's head right there at about the 20-yard line. It's down to 62 degrees out there. This may be it's bird cold out there from what we've been playing in, but 62 degrees here at the Tez at Colt Stadium tonight. Decent crowd. Like I said, it got a little better as the night went on, but a lot of folks are probably got some other things going on. I know a lot of family reunions coming up this weekend and different things, and so we went up to Silver Dollar City on Monday, and I walked way too many steps. And I didn't ride no rides, though, because I just didn't do it. They wouldn't let me on there. They said, "You're too old, old man. Go sit down." But my daughter did.
I'm not a hunter. Is there any hunting season open right now?
I don't. Bow season. Yeah, bow season's open.
This guy, handoff to, I believe that's Wilkerson.
Yeah. Probably a lot of these farmers are still working or their home just collapsed because they have been going 24 hours a day. And so a lot of them are probably resting.
Jayden Young's coming out. Joe Lewis Ralph's coming out. Hunter Ellis is coming onto the field for this defense.
Yeah.
The only starters I see out there right now are probably Siquori Bonner and
Keiran.
Sissel is out there who started the game, and Keiran Morris. There's a snap, and quarterback's going to keep. That's 15, and he's going to be wrapped up by Antonio
78.
Meadows.
Yep.
First career sack for that young man.
Yes, way to go, Antonio. We'll try to get some of these guys' names on the air here. They are excited about getting in the ball game. There comes 50 Nolan Williams off the field. There comes number 2 Monterius Smith off the field. So looks like their nights are over.
Number 16 Cody Sasser and 54 that's Damaris Faison in the ball game at linebacker.
21 Jamari Jefferson's out there. Number 12, that's old Hunter Ellis. He's back in there playing a little bit of safety.
Who's that over there on the – that's number 10. That's Robert Lakes, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, on that far side over there.
It's 18, not 10. 18.
Yeah.
Caden Lewis.
Caden Lewis is in
Boy,
there.
another snap on the ground.
Oh, it's going to be
Marius Faison.
Yep, another 54 there. Mr. Faison's had a couple of those sacks tonight. He's doing a great job on that line. Mr. Brooks is out with that hand. Kenderick Brooks, I think, is still out, and he had to have surgery in that hand early in the season, and he tried to go with the tape up and the pads and all that, and just had to have more work. So
he played a lot early too,
and he had a good game. Came back with a cast and had a good game. But
I was talking to Coach Fleming last night at the junior high game, and he said it'll be 4 or 5 more weeks. He's hoping to get him back before right before playoffs.
Yeah. There's a pass complete to number 16.
Oh,
it's Robert Martinez.
Kind of slowed up there, and number 16 finished him off. That's Cody Sasser, but 21 I think was the one that kind of slowed him down. That was Jamari Jefferson.
Be turned over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Colts. Hey, a couple of scores here on the YouTube. People are posting. Gosnell up 20-0 is what Deion Robinson said over Truman. Manila up 21-14 over Harrisburg.
Let's see who gets to play a little quarterback here. I'm kind of thinking maybe Jayden Ralph, number 10.
It looks like Joe Lewis Ralph is in there.
Big brother's going to do it.
Yeah.
He told little brother to stay over here.
And Buddha was trying to stay in the game.
Nice try, Buddha. Nice try.
He's like, Coach, I don't have a touchdown.
Get over here.
Come on, Coach.
Look at him over there. He's in extreme negotiations.
There's a pass. Ooh, incomplete. Intended for Derek Edgel, but he didn't look like he knew it was coming right there. He was out blocking.
Yeah. Got to know if it's coming your way. He was trying to lay a block.
He had 3 guys over there around him, and looked like he was trying to block somebody.
D-man's going to come off the field, and 54 is coming off with him. Damaris Faison, they've had a great game. Here comes 51. That's Diesel Freeman. He's still limping around. I'm worried about his ankle, foot, knee, whatever he messed up last week. He's still a little bit hobbled out there.
So Lewis is going to take it. He fakes the handoff to Terry Gentry, and he's going to spin away from a tackle and take it down to the 37. Gain of about 4 or 5 on that one. 3:48 and counting here as the mercy rule is in effect.
It is. This third quarter is going to go fast. 3:40 left to go in the third quarter, and we'll be done by 9 o'clock tonight. So
sounds good.
Go ahead and order the pizza. I'll be there in just a minute.
That's going to be Siquori Bonner.
Yeah, look around there, buddy.
And he's going to take it out of bounds over there after he picks up the first down.
Who was that laying in the middle of the field? That's Edgel. He's kind of getting up a little bit. He kind of was blocking downfield. But I'll tell you what, that Siquori Bonner can fly. And great run there. Yeah, it's getting a little cooler. Coach.
I feel it a little bit.
Like you said, them 40s are coming next week, and the hoodies will be coming out in host. Watching the scores here, y'all. There's some great games going on around the state tonight. There's a big one down in Bryan, Arkansas tonight. Bryan and Shiloh, Pulaski Academy, I think is who it is.
Mm-hmm. There's a snap. Pass. Complete.
Man.
He still got out there.
That's going to be, is that Mike Faison?
That is Mike Faison.
Yeah.
I don't know how he didn't lose his head twice.
I tell you what, I thought that was going to be picked off. The way that the defender was right there. And
me and Coach were hiding our faces under the table here, man. We just knew he was fixing to get ripped up, and he just kept bouncing around like a Super Ball and on down the field. 2:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Clock not stopping since Colts are up 35-0.
It's going to be a fake to Gentry and pass to Siquori Bonner, the Faison. No, that's Bonner.
Yeah.
Bonner wears 9 and Faison wears 0, and there's certain angles you can't really tell if it's one or the other, the way that jersey's wrinkled up there.
Pass a little bit behind him from Joe Lewis.
And a whole lot of heat.
And they're both the same size.
Yeah, that's true.
Bonner and Faison, they're both about the same size.
Joe Lewis is an excellent baseball pitcher, and he kind of threw a fastball right there.
Joe Lewis is going to keep it, and he's going to pick up first down.
He ran over a guy.
He's going to take it inside the 20 and
flexes a little bit when he gets up.
It's going to move the chains.
Man, I tell you, once in a while you like to get the lick on somebody else when you're running the ball, and he did that last week over there and caught that pass, and, man, he plowed over about 2 guys on that far sideline.
Yeah, not a finesse player.
No.
He's going to try to outrun you or run you over.
Or hammer on you.
That's right.
This time he's going to pitch it out to Terry Gentry, who's going to go to that right side.
Get in there, Terry.
Inside the 10.
Going to be close to a first down, Coach.
We're under a minute left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, all the way down to 10.
Lamont Lee checking in for the Colts on that offensive line.
Man, oh, man.
Marcos Pineda checks out. We'll have one more play here in this third quarter, I believe. 23 on the play clock. Joe Lewis Ralph at quarterback. He's going to keep it, find some blockers.
Still on his feet?
Still on his feet, yeah. He's going to be inside the 5 down to the 4. And there's 17 seconds on the clock. And they're going to let this roll down. And we're going to switch ends of the field to start this fourth quarter. You're going to see a lot of people holding up 4 fingers.
Yeah, that's right.
And as the clock hits 0 at this moment. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, the Rivercrest Colts looking to go to 6-0 on the season and 3-0 in conference play, as they are just 1 quarter away, 12 minutes, and it'll be a running 12. And they're up 35-0 here over the Hoxie Mustangs. Hoxie has been a powerhouse for years over there. They're down a little bit this year, but Coach Sears has done an outstanding job over there with those Hoxie Mustangs for a while. He's been there quite a while.
On their fences inside their stadium over there, they have their years in the playoffs and years at – and, man, the 2000s, they were just in there just about every year from 2000 to 2020. And just the last year or two, they kind of backed off just a little bit. But Coach Sears won't let them stay there long, I guarantee you.
They went 11-1 last year. And
is that right?
I think they lost in the quarterfinals.
I was thinking that was a couple years
ago. They lost a lot off that team. A couple of guys went and played college ball off that team. So
they had a kid is he at UCA now, running back? Is that?
I'm not sure.
Remember.
I'm not
sure. I can't remember his name. But
I know there's a UCA kid. I know it's Harding that has a couple Salem guys.
Yeah.
But, it's still 15-14 over at Osceola, Seminole Nation. is online here and over at their ballpark. It's 15-14, 7:04 left to go in the third quarter.
Mike Faison.
Pass to Mike Faison.
And he's going to take it down to about the 3-yard line.
Yep.
Where it'll be 2nd and go for the Colts.
There the clock got cranked. We had a free 5 seconds there for a while.
We got a timeout.
Yeah, got an injury maybe.
Timeout, yeah. Official.
Who's down over there? Let's see.
One of
I'm not sure.
One of the Mustang players.
Okay. Oh, there he is.
I don't know who it is.
I couldn't see. Our guys are coming off and going to take a knee.
Hopefully he'll be okay. Definitely don't want to see anybody get hurt in this game.
Ever. No.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah. Kind of quiet. And you see our first responder guys, EMTs over there in the ambulance starting to crank up. Look like they are calling for help over there, and they're grabbing some medical boxes, and they're going to make their way on the field. You don't like to see that.
No.
They've just got him laying real still. Well, he's going to pop up here. That's good to see. I'm sure they're going to maybe check him over. Maybe got his –
yeah, it looks like he's holding his back a little bit.
Yeah. And it's so good to have those EMTs right here on the field just outside the fence there, and they will take a look at him, make sure.
Absolutely.
Joey Clark.
Serious.
Joey Clark answered on Facebook about it. Shunderick Powell was that kid's name.
Shunderick Powell is a heck of a running back for UCA.
He's at UCA. Yeah,
that's right.
He's put up big numbers this year.
He sure has. He's from Hoxie?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. They played against Arkansas State, didn't they? And he had a big game.
Yeah, he had a big game against.
It was Jayden Ralph in there, tried to keep it.
Yep.
Going to lose yards back to the 5.
Third down. We're going to have a little trouble getting in here. We need a big play right here. Jayden there playing quarterback now, number 10. Jayden Ralph.
And if he doesn't pick up some positive yardage here, his brother might tell him something.
Here
comes
Corey. He's going to make it. Can he get that edge?
I don't know. He got it
in there.
Yeah. And Jayden Ralph gets credited.
Yep. Nice block there
for a
by
touchdown pass.
Corey just ran 50 yards for that touchdown, back and forth. But he got around that edge, and it was all over. Nice play. Way to run to daylight. Colts score. And
Newport scored too.
Newport has scored, and they're up 20-15.
Wow. Yeah.
So they are 41-0 Colts. And it looks like Derek Edgel's going to get a shot at kicking an extra point again. He's looked real good. I don't know if Hunter's not feeling well or if they're just kind of giving this an opportunity to Derek, and he's took advantage of it. And it's always good to have a couple kickers.
Absolutely.
Can't have enough kickers.
Nope. 10-20, clock running. Fourth quarter. Colts are about to go up 42-0.
I tell you what, you need a really good deep snapper and holder as well.
Yep, Aaron's up. That looks pretty good to me.
That was a pretty good combination there.
Yes, sir.
As they put one more point on the board, make it 42-0 with 10 minutes left to go in this ball game.
Yes. Rick Jacobs said this young man from Hoxie got hit by his own player, so it was kind of there. Bryant Pulaski Academy's tied 14-14. Boy, that's got to be a great game there. I think most of coaches in the mouth were saying they were picking Bryant, I think, on that. I think one picked PA. But Newport missed the extra point, and it's 20-15 as they're up over Osceola in the third quarter, late in the third quarter.
And we have some folks watching from Louisiana, from New York City.
Wow.
So
New York City.
I knew it. Played out perfect.
Man, you can tell we're some Hicks down here.
Oh, man. That was the first question I asked Todd after doing the interview with on Front Row with Budrow. I said, did I sound country as cornbread on there? I just want to know.
He did not. He sounded very, very pro. I told him. I said, you sounded pro.
I tell you what, we have a lot of fun doing these games. And Hunter Ellis having a lot of fun on kickoffs as he kicks that one to the 22 with a little backspin to it. And
he's going to come all the way out to the 35. And Hoxie will set up shop right there and see if they can't. They want to put a score on the board, and Rivercrest defense is wanting to put a big goose egg, leave that up there for the night. And
Absolutely.
So see what happens here. I always love a good shutout, and I know the defense does. I know old Coach Smith does. Old Murph likes that, and he works hard.
Yeah, you used to get cheeseburgers if you got the shutout. So
Hey.
Oh, man.
you always shot for the shutout.
Can we sign up on that?
Maybe I need to try that with the girls basketball team.
Right.
It'd be great.
Manila's up 28-14 over Harrisburg now.
Yeah.
Thanks to-
Uh-oh.
Robert Martinez.
Uh-oh.
Bring him down, guys. We just talked about the shutout.
Oh.
golly.
Terry Gentry on the tackle.
Drove that elbow into the ground, but what a run. What a run there by number 16.
Robert Martinez.
Robert Martinez.
And this is when all the starters are going, put us back in.
Yes, they like the shutout.
They want a cheeseburger.
Yeah, they go, man, you're giving up our cheeseburgers. I got to give you a little inside from last week. I know we've talked a lot about last week, but Danny said, now what do you want to ask the coaches about this game? I said, I want to know one thing. I want to know who called the onside kick at the end of last week's game, and I found out it was Coach Stephen Elrod that come up with that idea. So give him credit.
I tell you, it was a perfect kick by
It
Hunter
was.
Ellis.
Hunter had to make it happen, didn't
Yeah. And then Jayden Young was there to recover it whenever they were unable to come up with it on the Newport side.
he? Another nice gain there by Hoxie. They're up around 2nd and 2. So their clock's running with 7 minutes. We're at a nonstop clock since Colts are up 42-0. And we got about 6 minutes to go, 6.5 minutes, and that's about all we got left in this game because it's going to run it out and it'll be over. Don't forget, once again, come out and support the band tomorrow. They're going to host their first ever invitational band competition. There'll be bands from the area here competing for prizes. And this is a fundraiser for the Colts band, and they'd like to travel. I told Hunter I'd love to see them in the Macy's parade someday or something on Thanksgiving. I know high school bands get to go to that. That'd be great to see our band get to go to that someday. Martinez
again on that carry. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Bring up 3rd and 1.
Osceola just busted one for a long gain. They're all the way down to the 15-yard line, so they're trying to answer Newport's score. Newport's up 20-15 right now. I think some of our viewers have switched over there because I've seen some of our fans watching over there in the comments, so I'll be getting on some of those guys.
Oh, bad snap.
Wow. How did he get that ball?
I have no idea.
It looked like he was juggling there for a little bit.
He was just saying, don't let somebody be breathing down on me.
He's forcing it that somebody was not there quicker because that could have been a fumble and picked up and took to the other end of the field here for another Colt score.
We will be home again next Friday night right here. The Walnut Ridge Bobcats will come to town. They will come to town with a big old front line, and they will run the ball at us all night long. We'll have to be ready to stop them.
Yeah, their quarterback was leading the state in rushing at one point.
Yes. So they will give us all we want next week, and so we will need to be ready. And so don't
Martinez, he's going to take it in.
Touchdown
for the score.
Mustangs.
19 yards for Robert Martinez.
There goes the shutout, and there goes the cheeseburgers. Easy come, easy go. But you hate to see that for the defense, but
maybe they can still get the cheese.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man. But I know Coach Sears likes to see them get on the board, and it makes it 42-6, and we've got about 4.5 minutes left to go in this contest. Yeah, be here next Friday night, guys. We need a full crowd like we had at Newport. As Dan said last week, I think we had more there than we have here at home, and let's don't take this team for granted. We kind of got spoiled around here, and this Colt tradition is like none other. But we also kind of take it for granted, and I'll just hang out and come to the playoffs. And don't do that. These guys need you. These next 2 weeks are going to be huge. And we know y'all going to travel to Osceola because that's like everybody's glad that game's back because that game's been going on, and that's been a big rivalry for years.
Yeah.
But we need you next Friday night right here at the Tez as Walnut Ridge comes to town because they're going to bring a load. I'm telling you, they're going to bring some players, and they're going to want to upset the apple cart and knock off the Colts.
Yeah.
And they'd love nothing better than do that.
Well, Walnut Ridge they were picked by the coaches to win our conference.
They sure were.
Before the season started, and so it's a team that returned 18 starters off a good team from last year. So
and they just got one loss in the conference, right? To Osceola
just
last
Osceola,
week.
and that's proven to be a pretty good loss because Osceola and Newport are right at it.
I think Osceola may have just went back up. I'm waiting to see here.
We might get out of here early enough to go down there and watch the last part of that game.
Yep, Osceola just scored, and they're up 21-20 with 3:11 to go in the third quarter. So
wow,
Newport is right in the middle of another slobber knocker. And, man, they have got to be beat up.
And we're 3 minutes away from this one being over.
Yeah.
It's going to be Jayden Young.
Here he goes. Watch out.
Oh, he's going to take it down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't you know Coach Robertson just cringes every time he runs the ball? Man, oh, man. But he's having a heck of a season, man. Heck of a season.
So
22-20, Osceola up over the Newport Greyhounds.
So with 2:20 left to go in this one, the Colts will take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
They were telling us, gentleman come up in the booth at halftime, said next week.
Yeah, Ronald Scott.
Ronald Scott come and said that some of the players from the first 4 years of Rivercrest football will be here.
Coach A.C. Moncrief.
Our very first coach, Coach A.C. Moncrief, will be here. And they wanted to extend
KJ Lipsy.
They wanted to extend a big warm welcome to all the coaches from Rivercrest to come out and see those guys. And they asked about Coach Graham and others, Coach Smith and them, and Coach Chandler, all of them. Man, those guys, we've had some dandies. And Coach Larry James is one of them.
And he said Larry James would
be here.
Yeah. And Coach Heinrichs, he was one of the first assistant coaches.
Wow. So for all you long in the tooth and old Colts, man, come. That's going to be a very special occasion. I don't think I've ever met Mr. Moncrief.
There's Jayden Ralph. He hands it off to Terry Gentry, who picks up the first down and then goes out of bounds at about the 41-yard line.
I was actually reading Coach Moncrief's book this afternoon, More Than a Game.
Wow.
And got a lot of the early records and some of the stats from that book. And so
I was going to say that book was instrumental in you kind of starting all your history seeking last few years, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had a lot of stuff together. I just didn't have a lot compiled, and COVID gave me a chance to start that.
Yeah.
And there's the knee.
And that's going to do it.
Jayden Ralph, and we got 30 seconds left in this one, and they're going to go to their respective sidelines and line up and shake hands.
Your Rivercrest Colts go to 6-0, undefeated in both conference and the season. They win tonight 42-7 after a slow first quarter, and then we got our skates on, and, man, we begin to do the job. So there goes a smoke bomb of pink as we are.
Or a gender reveal.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to touch that one. But we are remembering those that have fought the fight of during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and lots of pink out here tonight. That's why you see that in October. And, man, if you have battled through, I know my mom went through that in 2000 and come through, and she has always thanked the Lord for her overcoming cancer.
Yes.
And many have beaten it, and some, sadly, we know some have not. And that's always a tough thing when you think about those things. I want to give a shout-out to an old buddy of mine, Jim Albritton, had surgery today, cancer surgery, and so be praying for him. He's got a battle against him, ahead of him. And old Milton Clifton, he's one who usually here at every ball game. He had to get a heart stent today. So some of my old buddies were in the hospital and recuperating, so want to give a shout-out to those guys. But great game here by the Colts. And, man, that one kind of went fast tonight, didn't it?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Everybody's done tuned us out, and they're over watching the Osceola Newport game, I'm sure. But you guys have a great week. Dan, you got some stats you want to throw out there real quick?
Yeah, not much change, but Cavonta did finish 12 of 17, 253 yards, 5 touchdowns tonight. Jayden Young led the way, 3 catches, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns, including that school record 99-yard reception. And so just a good all-around game by the Colts, minus 2 possessions.
Yeah, that's right.
The possession to start and the possession to start the second half. So after that, good job by the Colts handling the business that you'd like to see them handle. So
I don't know if this is the third quarter, fourth quarter. What's
into third?
Into third. Okay,
yeah.
so
they're 22-20. Osceola's up over Newport with less than a minute to go in the third quarter.
They're at the Osceola 45.
And we are also remembering the young man that was hurt for Hoxie. We're hoping he's okay. And, man, it just kind of flew by tonight. And we thank you for watching. And kind of tune